I've been on the internet for a long time. I've been cruising the wacky World Wide Web and surfing the cyberspace since the early 90s. Even when Charlie was just a baby boy suckling on mama's titties, I was peeking over her shoulder to get a look at the computer monitor in the background. I've seen many different phases of the internet. I'm sure a lot of you remember dial-up, that abominable piece of shit. It made this unholy screeching sound that sounded like somebody was strangling Pac-Man in the back of a moving dump truck, and it was slower than fuck. If you wanted to load a 2 pixel image, it'd take all day. And God forbid someone tries to use the bathroom in your household. Like if your dad goes into the bathroom somewhere in the house to take a piss, your internet's crashing for the entirety of that bathroom visit with dial-up. It was terrible. But I look back fondly on that era and the memories associated with it. There was a sense of mysticism when it came to the internet and this mysterious cyber world. Especially with friend groups. You know, you'd be talking to your friends about Halo 2 and one of them would bring up, hey, I read online that if you shoot this specific sign with enough rockets from the rocket launcher, it spawns a golden warthog. Oh, you read that on the internet? Well, it probably isn't wrong then. I mean, shit, I was 8 years old and getting scammed. I was being used like a fleshlight by scam services. There used to be a bunch of banners where it's like, click here to win a dirt bike. I'd be like, what the fuck? All I have to do is click here and win a dirt bike? I'm in. So then I'd click it, and I'd start filling out surveys and like putting all kinds of sensitive information into it. And next thing you know, my parents' fax machine has been hacked and I don't have a dirt bike. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, because sometimes when it's late at night, I just get these nostalgia boners thinking back on the internet content I used to consume, watching old stick figure animations from Stick Figure Death Theater, that old website, old animated music videos, and I'll just go on this nostalgia journey where I'm just fucking blasted back into my chair like I'm traveling through time watching this old content. And that's what I was doing tonight, and I figured, I might as well share some of it, see if I could inspire some nostalgia boners in some of you out there that might remember it. Now, the first one I'd like to share with you is called Mission to the Moon. This is from a band called Lunar Active. It's an animated music video, and it's criminally underrated. It never took off the way that I thought it should have. It was made around the time Ultimate Showdown was made, and of course, everybody's fucking seen that. It's a classic masterpiece. But I think Mission to the Moon should have been in the same conversation. This song flew under the radar on a website called StickPage, that I think it was StickPage, and this thing just bangs. So I'm just going to share with you an excerpt from it and just talk about it. The Earth's demise was imminent and it could not be saved. They assigned him to be the messenger who led the planet. No, they'd arrange a paradise on the moon where we all may go. Morning came, he woke up with little time. Preparation. This thing just absolutely slaps. I'm not going to spoil the ending for you since the song is a story about a man who was tasked with taking humanity to the moon where aliens built a paradise for us because they knew that the Earth was about to explode. So I don't want to give away any of the lore here, but I just wanted to play at least a little bit for you because this whole thing is just so fucking good. And just watching it for even a second, it immediately takes you back to an era where Flash animations were king online. Flash is dead now, but back in the day, that was the most popular content online that I can remember. I still remember going to Newgrounds and watching Flash animated porn. I remember desperately watching tutorials trying to figure out how to make Flash animations of my own, but I just never had the talent or the drive to follow through with it. But it was a great time, and this music video immediately just takes you right back into the fucking pilot seat of that era. Now please allow me to sit you down by the fireplace again and tell you old war stories from back in the day. The next piece of content I'd like to show you is a stick figure animation, and I know this genre isn't dead. Stick figure animations still exist and are still pretty popular, but even modern stick figure animations can't compete with the masterpiece that is the Castle series from Oscar Johansson. These were very popular on Stick Figure Death Theater, which is a website that I think's been dead for like 15 fucking years by now. The only people that know that name anymore, it's triggering like a Winter Soldier episode in them right now. but it was very big there, and that's where I found it and just got glued to it. It is extremely impressive animation, worthy of Academy Awards. It's as if Christopher Nolan got butt fucked by Michael Bay and decided to make a stick figure series. It's really, really good shit. So I'll show you a clip. This is from Castle 3 Part C. Keep in mind the upload on this video is 2015, but I think the original release of Castle 3 was in 2008 or 2007, somewhere in that ballpark, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even 2009. It was still over a fucking decade ago, not 2015. That's just when Oscar decided to post it on YouTube.
He took 2 of our men. He said something.
Shut up!
Look, it has begun.
Hold it!
What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Enough to blast our way out of
Not only is the action super stylized and super well done, but also the music and audio design is top notch. I fucking love the soundtrack to the Castle series. Makes you want to pump your fist and shit your pants. It also has a really interesting story with a really interesting group of characters. It's the whole package. The Castle series is an absolute joy. Now, there was going to be a Castle 4, which was going to be the conclusion to the storyline and just wrap up the whole franchise, but as of 2018, Oscar has moved on from the project and put it on hold indefinitely, stating that he just doesn't have the drive for it at the moment to put everything into it that he'd want to, which is understandable, but still is a bit of a shame that we won't get to see the ending to Castle series. But still, the series stands the test of time. It's been over a fucking decade, and it is still top-notch, one of the best, if not the best, stick figure franchise that I think has ever been animated. It's so fucking good. Next up, Flash games. Addicting Games, Miniclip, the two classics, the two titans of entertainment during the old middle school years, and nothing was more fun or more popular than the helicopter game, the original Flappy Bird. Looking back on it now, it doesn't look like much, but I put more hours into this naughty girl than I did Skyrim. I have so many hours clocked on this game, and I was the best there was when it came to the helicopter game. Truly a classic. Now, of course, during this time, RuneScape was also popular, as well as City of Heroes. Those were two games that I sunk a ton of time into. Both of these games still exist, RuneScape in an official fashion, and City of Heroes through private servers. I've streamed both quite a bit, so it's not as nostalgic to go back and watch videos of the games there, because I can still play them, and they're still just as good today as they were back then. But the helicopter game, I couldn't even find it when I was looking for it online. All I was getting was helicopter simulators. I'm sure it still exists out there, and I didn't look that hard because I probably wouldn't enjoy it anymore. But shit, I just wanted to at least reminisce on this game here. I'm a little upset with this video, though, that didn't have Hypercam 2 on the top, unregistered Hypercam. That would have really completed it nicely. But yeah, anyway, I don't want this to be too long, just showing old content and talking about it. So I just wanted to show a few things because I was really feeling nostalgic tonight. So yeah, that's really about it. So yeah.